Making a comics is a childhood dream of mine because who wouldn't want for your your made up friends to be alive and even talk to other made up friends. And as an artist, this is one of my starting points. I wanted to make art that could actually make a story, to have my original characters, make lore, make complicated relationships, make romance, drama, and this is the type of passion that I wanted to uptake with my art, and I actually did it. I made a comic, and I made a comic, and I made a comic, and I made a comic, 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 comic. I made YouTube because I made this, and I wanted to put like I don't want I wanted to I wanted to go into the process of how I first of all, um, with the mass and I make art, it doesn't accuse me for being a dumbass. My initial idea for making a comic is gonna be fun. It's gonna be simple. It's really fun. Okay, here's my process. Write up a script, initial put initial draft, storyboarding, inked it, and color it. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, let me just. Okay, gosh. Okay, okay, pretty simple, and a lot have made comics with just this. But again, so I made the hardest. I made it. As of the making of the script, I made two comics, and this one is the most recent one, which I'm actually mediocrely proud of it. So not, and I wanted to at least journal my experience with making it. Okay, disclaimer: this video is not really a guide on how to make comics. It's just, I guess, a reflection if you're going to make one, what you might consider. I hope you just get something out of it. Okay. My first comic, I was the most excited in this because I'm new, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Because I finally decided that I want to make stories that I can do it. I started writing and putting up a comic. I love this part. I was really inspired by all the animes and movies I watched. I thought this part would come the easiest because this would be like would be scared of words. I can't spell. I got blank page. What do I write? The Everything's all over the place. My focus on what to write is basically on the lore, on the world building. I can't fit all of that in one single comic. Basically, I spent the longest time in this having it be more than what I initially planned. The hardest part in this step is basically just how to start and how to not look back. For anyone who's watching this and decided to write for the first time, good luck. I advise you don't overthink it too much and don't expect a grand masterpiece from your first draft. It isn't supposed to be perfect. 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 Imagine how blacksmiths does the hammer thing to make swords and a lot of equipment. So they make cling clang, and then it's just slowly building up and melting the iron to what you want. I got held back often at times and repeat those steps of drafting and actually thinking of how to start the story or how what the story is gonna be about, because yeah, it goes like, oh yeah, this video is nice. I like that plus, and it's an emotional story. Okay, how about a night? And tung 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 sahur out midnight with its own head, Pikachu. It's hard basically to start it because I can't, for me at least, I can't find what would stick with me. And I guess until today I still don't know, which is why I have tons of story ideas that I have just never finished. And I guess a lot of artists tend to do the same. And I don't know, it's bad, it's ass, and I guess you just have to keep moving forward in those times. Like Housecraft, this video is basically I just created the first draft with it being kind of I'm actually kind of proud of it. I'm really actually proud of it. Oh my gosh! And next mark dumbass mistake. I got carried away on the world building, so the story wasn't really that fleshed out. And the world I made with this comic was actually very complex, too complex. How I would introduce that? My brain came to my mind. So basically, I just winged it, wiggled it out. Now, the actual story is just an introduction to a big world. There is no story, it's just a bunch of things happening. Here's a story. If you want to read it, it's in my Instagram. I posted it on Instagram. It's a lot of concepts that I had an idea on, but the story didn't really hook me. And this was supposedly compiled of more pages, but I stopped it. And again, I burned it out because of that. And because of that mistake, I actually still want to continue it after some time since I don't want it to go to waste. And oh yeah, the story is about a school of wizard students learning magic. But they're kind of stupid, so they had to go to silly, stupid adventures. And magic was like an old language by a god that can only be expressed through weird noises. And to understand those forms, you have to have some kind of relic that is passed down to you. And then if you have those relics, you can understand simple spells and can actually um make spells. Okay, this spell to make you understand all the things I said. I have to mention the initial connection between the two serious lore of the world and the wizard is so far with that fish, and it's supposed to be comedy. Interlude. After that initial attempt, I actually started to have a major art block and a lot of schoolworks that got piled up, so I stopped. And then I got inspired again to make another fully new series. And to practice, I started making smaller comics, the floor panel types, to dip my feet on the water.
Oh, yes.
Feet, 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 feet. Listen, feed. Actually, suggest people to do this. Actually, it's like a good practice, and it helped me smoothen out my thinking process. And you get little lessons on how to actually flesh out comic even in smaller scales. Next comic, in this comic, I actually started to listen to my past mistakes and actually think it more truly. So I started with the drafts and I started with and then after that I started with. Okay, I'll start with telling you my story first for the actual experience of how I made it. So basically, in a store, a knight suddenly appeared and robbed this character, and then he fell in love with her after he got robbed. And then I haven't continued the plot, and I guess I will. But for what it made, for this comic, I just wanted to prove myself, or to prove to myself that I can actually finish something even though it is unfinished. And who knows? Actually, I decided to actually finish it and continue it since the comments are actually happy with it. And after that initial draft, yeah, I got straight to the point and drafted straight ink. but it actually felt more fun making this second comic than before because it was just a fun outlet to get that idea out. I guess I'll just figure it out along the way. And yeah, this comic, I guess this part was kind of too short, and it's because of the. It's a baby. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. But then, as no problem with the story and no problem with the inking, and I'm actually close to finishing it, would I A. Complete the story, B. Be a chud, C. Procrastinate and be a chud, D. Make every male character pregnant? I'll give you time to guess. All of them. I showed the MPreg at the end of the video. My biggest mistake on this one was not the story, the workload, inking, was it the coloring. Stupid dumbass over here made it so that rendering and I render everything like an illustration how I always do it. So slowly and surely I regretted rendering it like this. But then yeah, I guess the best thing about the render is that I learned something out of it. And but a lot of times when I was actually doing the comic, it kind of feels, uh, the feeling of having make in its initial drafts is, yeah, it was fun. But as time goes and you actually do the labor when making the comic, I guess please keep your ego in check on how much you can actually finish it and how much you can actually do, because it can overwhelm you. It can burn you out. And that's what happened to me. So, in summary, in comics, what I learned is everything is hard and everything requires time and actually planning on how much you need to do with the background. It's like background, making characters, plotting it. It, it just takes long to make. So, at like page 9 out of 10 on that second comic, I checked it out for like a month before I actually start to get back to it again because I burned out. But now finally I decided to actually finish it and actually make it and just post it. And I didn't even get the comic. I guess the cover cover thing, cover page of the comic. And now I'm actually making a video about it because at the end of that rant, I actually had fun making it. And to anyone who liked it, to anyone who's watching this and want to make something, don't let me stop you. It's actually really fun, but it is a lot of work, but it's really fun. And I guess I'll continue it. I haven't even really named the comic, so I guess I'll name it now. I'll name it now. Wait. Let me name it now. It's something. Um, fan fantasy you. Yes, fantasy you. Sure. It's called fantasy you because it's from. Uh, okay. Guess that's it. Guys, this is my first video. uh, And I'll be making more videos about the art I make, and sometimes there'll be tutorials, and even some would be um just regular rants, or even stuff that I make and how I make them. I'm gonna tell them here. I'm gonna put them here, or if anyone. Okay, okay. Please like and subscribe, and just follow my Instagram. It's where I post a lot of my art. If you're interested, if only you're interested, and I'll be continuing the series, the Fantasy U. It's on the way, so if you still like supporting it, please do. Okay, and